Hey guys, happy Thursday, and it is time for another Creative Commons. We are here once again. Fresh 2026, second time this year. Are we going to keep track like that? No, because that's unrealistic. Or is it? Anywho, we're back. We're going to get some stuff done tonight, and hopefully everybody's got a chance to be creative or at least be a little bit productive. But if you just need to hang out, take care of yourself, and snack, hydrate. We all need to hydrate. I did prepare my water early, so we got a full water. It is a little cold though. I'm gonna need a blanket if I drink that. So we got our hydration and everything ready. As you can see in the little scrolly doohickey on the bottom, today we are working on Kuro Kenshin, and earlier today I was fortunate enough to get a few things done, or at least like I made progress in a few things. Really, if we're being completely honest, I didn't finish anything. I just made progress, but I got all the distractions out of the way, so we can work on some Kuro Kenshin. I want to say hi to Shayna. I hope, I know you don't know how long you'll be here tonight, but you're here, and I hope you have a good time. And also, hi, Phoenix. Yes, we're always happy to have our crew hanging out with us. I'm going to show you just what I am mentally dealing with right now with these pages. So I'm missing a page here, actually, and these are out of order. Let's do that. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Open in order? Yes. Okay. So just before the stream started, I managed to finish the line art on this page, and I think that one was already done. That one was done earlier this week. So I have the line art for these pages done. Some are much more detailed than others. There's a balance to this, guys, I promise. But now I have to go in and put the grayscale tones in. This is more or less the chapter cover, which technically, when there was the timeline jump in the story, I stopped doing chapter covers and I just had like a little banner to tell you the chapter started. Apparently I'm going back to chapter covers. I don't think I'm going to go. I may go back and add the chapter covers into volume 4, since that would be the only volume that's been printed that is missing them. But I have not made that decision yet. But I decided to do a chapter cover for chapter 43 and chapter 44. And then, yes, so the next step is going through the gray tones here, which is not the hardest thing in the world. However, I've been using like the comic tones up until this point, so I'm a little bit on the fence of whether I should do it with essentially like gray fill, like painting them essentially, or I don't know what you want to call it, or if I should go and do the comic tone patterns. So here's an example. Like here I just did the flat tone for his skin. This program does have brushes with the half tone. Just to give you an example of, just throw a random layer on here. I don't know what size this is. Ugh. I also don't like that it overlaps like that. Typically it wouldn't, so I'm actually probably not going to do that in a brush. But that dot pattern, right? That makes it easier for printing. Part of me says I should stick to the OG, and the other part of me says it may be easier to just do everything in Krita, lay down the flat colors, call it a day. Tonight is the night we're going to figure that out. So I hope you guys are ready, because I'm not ready. I think I've been putting this off the longest because I was not ready to make that big decision. But I think we have to make it so we can make some progress. But yeah. Oh, I missed a bunch of things here. Phoenix, not sure what I'm going to end up doing. Shayna's watching Link Click and lost track of time. Looks like I'm right on time, though. Absolutely. Yes. I'd love to actually be productive and work on decluttering and organizing. We will channel those vibes for you, Phoenix. We'll make it happen with our limited resources. Pulled this up early and left it up while I did stuff because I knew I'd lose track of time. Fair. And sometimes we do start at 6, so it's never a bad call. Hi, Kitty. Hello. Let's see. Shayna's also still watching Fangs of Fortune. I've only had my heart ripped out a million times. If the group of characters weren't so important to me, I would have DNF'd it, but I have to finish it, even though I know the ending. Tragic. Does everybody have a story like that? Or they know it's going to be sad, but they still have to watch it? I mean, like, I've seen all the Disney movies, obviously, so I know which sad parts hit me, but usually those are the movies that I really like. So I do go, like Fox and the Hound. Just Fox and the Hound, knowing when Todd is left in the woods and the music and the old lady. Still gonna rewatch it. Still gonna cry there. Absolutely gonna cry there, but we're gonna rewatch it. Let's remove this for now because I don't know if I'm going to keep the drawing up or put the timer up. I did mean to. I was considering getting like a physical timer that you guys can see like behind me, but then I realized I'm going to be tiny. So I think I just need to put like the timer on my computer screen again. Except for, how did I do that? The clock app? My computer does not like me clicking on things right now, which is making me concerned. What did I say? 26 minutes and a 7-minute break? 26 and a 7? Let's make you a 7. Oop. 7. We're going to call this break. We're going to call this sprint. I think, can I make it smaller? I don't think I can make it smaller. Yes, I can. Let's see how it looks for you guys. If I were to go pew, pew. Oh, it doesn't show it on the screen. You can see my mouse moving because I'm dragging it, but it doesn't show. Oh, I have to show my window. That's a lot of hooey. That's a lot of hooey. We'll just do the normal timer, I guess. And then it'll be a surprise. That's okay. We'll do it that way. If any group can channel that energy, it's this group. Absolutely. Just think of Supreme, which the stickers were supposed to get here tomorrow, and now it's delayed till the 20th, which is still ahead of the schedule of Chinese New Year. But I was hoping I would get them this week so I could make a decision on them. But now it's looking like the 20th. So what day is that? Tuesday? Next Tuesday, I should have the sticker order that I did for Supreme, and we'll see if the quality on those is good. Which I realized, because I looked more into Redbubble, their print on demand seems to be like they outsource to different smaller companies, like different smaller printers in their network. That way, like if you're on the West Coast, it should trigger a West Coast person to do it versus the East Coast. Just maybe that's for like shipping and whatnot. I don't know. Could also just be their facility capabilities. But I realized even if I get like the best quality stuff, in this little sticker mail. I may not be able to guarantee that, which on one hand, it's Redbubble, it's print on demand. We're kind of shooting for it, but at least if I think the stickers look like, if he turned out good as a sticker, I can order a bulk set of a Year of the Fire Horse. I think we're gonna do that one and have like good quality stickers that I can like have forever, because I'll probably never sell all of them. Kitty, you're sick again? I've been sick all week and it's worse in the night, so it's really nice to have some company. Oh, yes, get yourself a hot drink, a blankie, maybe some snacks nearby, and we'll keep you company. Pull up some fan fiction, make life easy. Make life easy, breezy, beautiful. How do I want to do this? I really don't like just sitting and staring at things and thinking, but I do get my best ideas when I have to go to the bathroom, and I might have to start my sprint by going to the bathroom. So we'll think of what the best tactic is going to be here on our porcelain throne. Yes, hello. By sitting here, I somehow have hit my 500 calorie burn. Okay, I guess existing, that just happened. Let me get this timer up. Let me know also, because like I said, my computer is acting a little bit delayed. Let me know in the comments if you notice the video is delayed or if YouTube's being weird. Because I've had my computer on for quite a bit today, so I'm hoping I didn't like run down its memory by doing that, but a little late now. So yeah, let me know if you notice anything. We're gonna jump into our first sprint of the night and get some stuff done and make a decision, because we need to move forward. This is 2026. We don't need none of this indecisiveness. So let's get it going. First sprint of the evening in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, that was the first. There we go. That was the first sprint. I'm hitting save on the wrong screen. We need to make sure we save this progress. Let me quick check with the chat. Welcome back. Alrighty. Fennec says, it's okay if we can't watch you work tonight, means I have less excuse to not get up and do something. Fair point. Fair point. Sprints are for us to do the thing, not just for me to do the thing and you to sit there, but also it is an option sometimes. I'm still considering doing just like, it would basically be a live stream, but it's of my drawing screen the whole time and not having to worry about a timer. I just know that I won't check the chat. So it would have to have like a disclaimer like, hey, I may not see anything going on. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves, but thanks for coming. Like, I don't know what the point would be then. I just know that I won't remember to totally check it if I do that. And if I focus too much on checking it, then I don't know. We should probably just try it, right? We should just try it and see how it goes and then tweak things and make it better instead of assuming we're going to do things wrong. That's 2026 energy right there. Also, yeah, I hate orders getting delayed. It's so disappointing, especially because the dogs kept barking and I kept thinking I was getting a package, even if it was like a little package, and it wasn't. It wasn't anything. Kitty's just hanging out on the couch, maybe gonna knit and read the comic she got for her nephew for his birthday in February. Very nice. Hanging out. I need to catch up on my comics that I'm reading, but I'm in the middle of 2 books, one that I'm proofreading and one that I'm just reading. It's an indie book that I've had since last, I think I got it in 2024, so it was on my reading list last year. And this is the year we have to get it off, which I'm more than halfway through, so I will be able to finish that. I exist, therefore I burn. This is true. This is so true. We do just burn calories and exist. And that's why we have to eat and things. But morning, Thug. Welcome. Talked to my sister on the phone for a bit and I sounded like a Muppet. My throat is certainly doing something. Oh no, get the tea. It's tea time. In honor of Phoenix, I did do a chai, but not my normal chai. I put in like some coconut creamer just to try it. And it's like a very light chai because I didn't add any extra spices to the chai tea base. I don't hate it. It's already cold though, so it's just, it wouldn't help, Kitty. I'm sorry. A little light chai. Oh, and you didn't manage to do anything. Oh no. Well, it's only the first sprint. We still have a couple hours. We ought to try it. Best way to figure out how to go about doing it. Exactly. I don't know if any of you guys watched my most recent Disney and Draw video. It came out 2 days ago. Yeah. I put it on the 13th because it was Nightmare Before Christmas following Sally. And I was like, the 13th is totally a Nightmare Before Christmas day. So even though it was a Tuesday, it went up. As long as it's sometime during the middle of the week for those videos, or middle of the month rather, we're good. Take it. And for that video, I used StreamYard to record essentially a live video without like like I wasn't actually live streaming, but it was filming from my web camera and I still had like all these fancy buttons. So I filmed it in this form with my drawing in the back. And I thought I was ready. I had finished that book and it was like a relatively short audiobook. So I finished it quickly sometime in December. So it had been a month since I had finished it and I thought I was ready to talk about the book as I'm drawing. A, I couldn't remember names. I couldn't remember the timeline. B, it is like during the blind draw when I'm not trying to like remember things. I'm just making stuff up. It's not as hard, but trying to remember facts as I'm drawing something was so hard. So that video is chaotic. It's a total mess. If you need something to throw on, go ahead. I don't blame people if they don't check it out. It's just a mess. So I learned. And in the next one, because I am going to do that again, apparently, we're going to do it again for the February video. I just made sure I took notes. We're going to hope it goes a little bit smoother and try it out. So 2026 is just do it. Just do it. Distracted by being hungry. Well, go get some num nums. Get some food. I did eat, but I could always eat more. Like, I feel this snackish coming on, and that may be because I'm actually thirsty, but my water is too cold for me to want to drink it. Facts. True facts. You've not seen it yet, have to check it out later. By all means, it's chaotic, but it worked out. I did have to go in and edit it, which is what I was trying to avoid to a point, but it is what it is. So all that to say that, yes, I think we should, by we, I mean me, I guess, should do the whole, like, I'm working on this, it's live, feel free to comment, I may or may not check situation, just like a work with me. I feel like that without sprints, obviously, that might be something on the horizon that I try, not next week, the week after, because I have a couple extra days off. So I want to, I think I'd like to try that instead of doing like just another, like an additional Creative Commons. I think we'll do that. And then I also work next Thursday. Why, I don't know, because I haven't been working Thursdays for the past 2 months, but let's throw that in there. So we might do Creative Commons on Wednesday next week. We'll think about it. I haven't decided if I should just take the week off or do it on Wednesday. So let me know if Wednesday could possibly work for you guys. It's sprint time. We gotta do the sprint. Okay, we'll do the sprint and then we'll come back and check on the chat. But get it going, guys. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Wrong button. Sorry. Sprint for real. We're back. We are feeling it. We are feeling it since we have put in some work already today. But the good news is we have committed to the process. Very briefly, I need to acknowledge that the mott sticks, onion rings, and sweet potato fries are my top 3 mentioned here, but all of that sounds delicious. And yes, please. Next time, do I want to get... I need some of those next time we go. We need to get groceries, and I need something like that because we have a bunch of odds and ends. Odds and ends? Why does that not sound right now? Wait, bits and bobs. We're going to stick with bits and bobs because that can't go wrong. We've got a lot of that around the house, so I'm just like, even for a hodgepodge meal person like me, I don't know what to do with this. So we need to go grocery shopping. But yes, I want all of that. Katie's never actually seen Nightmare Before Christmas, so that's going to be doubly confusing. That is going to be so confusing for you. So very confusing. Especially because the video that came out 2 days ago is the 2nd book of the series. So, in theory, if you were really curious and didn't want to just look it up and get yourself in the mind for it, you could watch the review for the 1st book. That's linked there. But, like I said, it's kind of chaotic anyway, so it's not going to make sense. But there's a pretty drawing in the background, I think. I enjoyed it. Turned out pretty nice for a quick, sketchy thing. Wednesday could possibly work. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Because that's literally the only open day I have at this point for next week. So, TBD on... Or I guess Wednesday will be our placeholder unless something comes up, but I think it should work. Actually deciding all of them. Can't go wrong with cheese. Exactly. Katie's gonna heat up some leftover pizza. Oh, pizza sounds good too. I think I just need to eat also. But I'm in the groove, so I don't want to stop the groove to eat. I want just to do the thing. Chose mozzarella sticks and onion rings for this round. Might still have the sweet potato fries later. Just want fun foods tonight. Yes, very nice. Trying to imagine going into your video with no background of Nightmare Before Christmas. It's just going to be terrible because already it's chaotic. And nothing's going to make sense because I didn't do my timeline very well at all for that video. Would not recommend, but maybe there's a hidden gem in there that you'll get because you haven't seen Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know. Fog made a potato sausage spinach soup for work. That sounds good. I haven't had as much soup as I thought I would this season. I was craving it early on and I had like a bunch of tomato soup and then it just went away. Craving went away. But let me show you guys what I got done thus far. So as I mentioned before the first sprint, sitting on the porcelain throne does help me think of the things. And basically my approach is that I'm just gonna do the new pages as if I don't have access to the old program. Because honestly, I can even do the text in this program. I just hate the way that it works here. So using Photoshop to lay out text for the speech bubbles is still gonna be what I do. However, if I do all the gray tones, like I ain't got access to nobody else, then what's stopping me from finishing it? So I went ahead and did this page. I added in a little bit of texture in this first panel just to like play around with it, which is something that I haven't really felt like I've been able to do since I've been so grounded in how I've always done things. Um, oh, I'm gonna throw some highlights on this bell situation here. But yeah, I just kind of try to get creative with how I wanted to do the bits and pieces, because as a comic artist, while yes, my priority is to make sure I convey the best that I can, like in each panel, I also know that like not many people are going to hyper fixate on one panel unless it's like freaking amazing. So why am I hyper fixating when we're just kind of going with the flow of the story? So those are my thoughts. I think that will at least take away the impending doom of how do I make it as good as I did before, because if I approach it like it is something new and evolved, then I can't be doing it wrong, right? That's the theory behind the chaos. No, I don't like that there. So yeah, we're going with the flow. The only thing I'm running into right now that I should probably make a reference sheet for the characters just so I can reference the proper tones for the gray. Oh, I had that on small the whole time. Gosh darn it. Here's a bigger look. Here's a bigger look. I'm sorry. So that's the page you guys saw. This is the page that I finished where I put the texture up here. Try to have fun with it. Everything I still said matters. It's just now that you can actually see what I'm doing. So, yeah, no. So yes, that page is basically done. I'm working on this page now, getting the base colors, quote unquote, the base tones down. I'll still have to go in and do the text in Photoshop, but I'm just going to move forward as if I do everything in Krita, and I will need to log my time because I forgot that. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I'm supposed to go to the next sprint here. Put that, all of these buttons. Why can't it just automatically know what I want it to do? Maybe I just making my life more complicated. I don't know. Usually that's it though. So let's jump into this next sprint. I'm going to very quickly notate some time so I can get a better gauge of how long these pages are actually taking me. But yeah, other than that, I think we are now making progress. We're taking the right steps forward. So let's get into it. It took a few minutes, or I took some time out of the sprint, but it's time for the sprint. So let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, back from another one. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. We've been joined by a Wilbur. Hi, baby. You can lay your head back down. I just wanted to tell people you were here. Yeah. A little toasty marshmallow. Still working on the stuff. I had to make some edits, which I guess I could always have done even when I did my normal line art, but there is something about like, oh, well, I just drew this. Let me just tweak that real quick. Even though I didn't just draw it, but I was able to fix some positioning. I didn't have his sleeve, so we put his sleeve on. Just like little things that I didn't catch when I was doing the line art initially, that going through this I was able to catch. And we're making some steady progress, but it's taking a little bit longer than expected just to put all the tones down. But there is going to be some variation, obviously, and I don't have the magic of the magic wand that I used to be able to use with my liner, because I do have things on different layers. So still some things to finesse in terms of the process, but at least I can say I like the direction it's going, and I think it's going to work if my computer doesn't crash from me switching and doing too many different things. Soup does sound good, but it was a warm day and potatoes are no-go right now. They make my hands hurt so bad. Oh no. I'm going to be souping hard for the next week. We're about to plunge into a frigid spell, at least frigid for Southeast Virginia. We are less than 20 right now, and we got a bunch of snow yesterday. Several inches. I think some of it may have flittered away today, but we got quite a few inches. It was a surprise. The roads are cleaned up though, so it's not, by now they are, so it's not that huge deal. Out where Phoenix is at, they barely had any winter, any days that have really felt wintry, so it hasn't felt like soup season. Probably a good thing since my heater died during our short cold patch. Because of course it did. Of course. Why wouldn't it? That was probably a 2025 thing. That sneaky year. 8:49. I think I need to rally a bit on this next sprint and get some sort of something like a snack, just to give me a little boost. Give me a little boost to make it through the next hour. Because I would love, I'm on page 118, and I would love to have at least the base. Well, I want the bases done for all these pages. I would love these pages just to be done in general, because I've had them on my dock for so long. However, I understand that is in large part due to my struggle to get things done. So we're just gonna truck through it. I don't know if I did anything different here, but I should save it just in case. Always save everything all the time, guys. Everything all at once. Save it. Okay, that one I think I can close. So yeah, hopefully I can make some good progress in the next hour of sprints to feel good for the Happity Babbity task list that is very dark red. Very, very dark red, but one of those things I can't do today anyway. I also need to do my language before I forget again, so there's some things we gotta do, but we are gonna rally in a couple minutes here. We're gonna find the will to stay in this seat do the thing. But I was thinking about the work with me thing more, and maybe I'll do it as like a little challenge not next week, the week after next, when I have those days off, and just do like, it's office time. This is me trying to get stuff done. So do it like multiple times, maybe different times a day, maybe the same time of day, but just be like, here's me clocking in, hold me accountable. Please help. Please help by showing you care, I guess. I don't know. It's just a big project, and it takes a lot of mental energy to want to do it sometimes. I can show you guys something fun real quick. Hold on. Whoops, we're gonna reset. Taking a brief intermission from Kuro Kenshin. Well, just for the sake of me showing you a very rough sketch of Ko. So this, for those of you who didn't get to see the sketch, here's little Ko. I've only done one pose of him digitally. So I was just trying to block out how I wanted his pattern to go. This is where I'm set currently, because I do want him to be like a medium and a dark gray primarily. But as I want to do a few more poses before I decide which design to order. And for those who are curious, I was trying to, these are all vector lines, because I just learned that Krita can do vector. So it means like I can go and select, actually I have to be on the layer, don't I? I can select this line and move this and like play with it. And that's really good for animation, but also for like creating pins. They like prefer vector art if possible. So I was like, well, let me see if I can do it. I messed up the process and I don't have things connected, so it's freaking out trying to fill in the color. So we're not going to look at that. We're just going to look at cute little Ko right there. We're just going to look at that. So yeah, I learned something new. I just got to work on it a bit more and then do a few more poses of my little man to decide which one we like best to order a pin in, essentially. So that is something else I got to work on today. And that is asking me to start the sprint. Hold on. Yeah, so look forward to more poses of Ko before we decide what enamel pin to order of him. And I'm still waiting on them stickers, as I mentioned earlier in the stream. So, but I think a pin of Supreme as well would be super cool. I think it would be nice. One thing at a time, though. One thing at a time. All right. Okay. We have summoned the energy to go get energy to rally for the next, let's see, it's almost 9. Oh, geez, it's almost 9. So we have 2 more sprints, this and the last one. So let's try to get some stuff done, guys. I'm going to start the timer here. 2 more sprints so we can kick some butt and end tonight on a strong note. I'm going to go get some snackage and then come back and keep working on the thing. 3, 2, 1. Get her done. Okie dokie pokies. We have one more break right now, and then we're doing one more sprint in 7 minutes. So hopefully tonight's going well for y'all. I mean, it's no pressure. It's only the second Thursday of the month, so we're fine. Let me check with the chitty chat, because I still feel like my computer is running slow. I don't know what it is or how to fix it, but when we shut off, I still had one more bite of my just like tortilla cheesy wrap because I got distracted. Yes, Willow is now left the building. Can't find the motivation to be productive. Oh, that's okay. Trust me, if I didn't have you guys, the couch and I would be well acquainted with maybe a hot cocoa and some Murder, She Wrote. Kitty got herself some tea and is knitting. Phoenix blames Moto because he climbed onto my lap after I ate, so I can't really move to do anything. The cat said no, so you have to listen to the kitty cat. And then we do like the idea of the kind of work with me sessions on my days off in a couple weeks. Help hold me accountable and keep me company. So yay, let's do it. I think we can get a couple sessions in and start, tinkering with the trouble. Well, I mean, it might go fine. Let's not assume things before they happen. We're just gonna do it. And I think this reaction was to Ko, the mascot. Yes, I'm so excited for him. Yes, yay to learn a semi-new skill. Like I've done vector art prior, like it's been since college, so over 10 years ago, but I still need to find a way to do it better, or at least a better way to do it that makes sense for what I need it to do. Because if I can just draw him and then have that be the pin, that's kind of ideal. And yeah, a pin of Supreme would be Supreme. Faux show. Oh, Shayna's great at getting distracted. Finished season 1 of Link Click, but season 2 will have to wait. It's pretty dark and I need something more lighthearted. Yes, I need some lighthearted shows to balance that. Did I ever finish watching Kakuryou Bed and Breakfast for Spirits? I thought I finished season 1. I'm pretty sure I finished season 1. And then Terry and I were catching up with other anime, so I haven't gone back to it. But yeah, I've not seen anything about season 3. And a lot of the shows that I'm watching are like on different delays. So I'm kind of in a grumpy mood, and where I'm just like I said, I'm watching Murder, She Wrote right now because the murder show I want to watch, aka Murdoch Mysteries, I got Terry into, and now I'm not allowed to watch ahead without him. So I had to throw something else on that I'm a little less sucked into, because I enjoy some Murder, She Wrote, but it doesn't have like that intense sucking you in of Murdoch Mysteries. I'm just saying. Of course, Moto decided to move right before the chatty bit. They're giving you one sprint to do the thing, Phoenix. One sprint. Unless you want to rewatch this for some god unknown reason, but there will be more time to do the things. Dog actually got some writing done and then loaded the latest on the Palm so I can do some writing at work during the boring hours, which is most of them. Lovely. The good old third shift. Shayna wants a hot chocolate. All I have is Coke. It feels like a hot cocoa night. It's cold, at least. It's cold enough for that. Just turned into a cozy kick. It just turned into a cozy kick it kind of night. Sounds really nice. You guys are making me wanting my cozy hot cocoa and couch more and more. But like I said, we have one more sprint to do soon. Shayna wants to watch the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen, but I want to wait till I can binge a few eps. Same. That is our plan with that show. And then we're waiting on the rest of the dub for My Hero. to finish that finally. So there's stuff that's like finally come out, but because Terry only watches dub version, or like not only, but if he starts it in dub, he has to finish it in dub, and I get it. So we're just waiting. But to be fair, Murdoch Mysteries has like 19 seasons, and we are in season 7. I can't watch it alone. I'll probably move around this last sprint and see what happens. Yeah, even if you just tidy up a little bit, you did something. No reason to clean the whole house. You can just declutter a cupboard if you have to do kitchen stuff yet. Or you can like declutter a drawer. There's a couple options. Get you started. That chai has the remnants of the chai has the more chai flavor in it, so I'm wanting more now, but it's gone. I was watching Murdoch Mysteries years ago, and then life happened. It's still so good. It's on Tubi, so it's free. Get Tubi. Watch Murdoch Mysteries. Fall into the pattern of not being able to stop. My brain just isn't getting into watching anything currently, which is kind of... Well, maybe if you just try to watch Murdoch Mysteries again, that just might happen. Who knows? Who knows? I can't believe it took me so long to click on that show, because the trailer, they like their little preview trailer that Tubi plays just wasn't the scene itself. I was kind of like, I don't know if this is the vibe I'm going for. And then one episode quickly turned into 4 episodes, quickly turned into almost 2 seasons before Terry got hooked on it with me, because I was just binging it while he was at work. And now I have to wait. Because I don't necessarily want to rewatch episodes. So I'll be patient. I think we made some time this weekend to watch it, but we only have 10 seconds left of this chat. So if you're gonna do it, this is the time, guys. We're gonna do the thing. I am slowly but surely making progress on this page. Like I said, taking a little bit longer than anticipated for the process, but we'll have to do a few more pages to actually get a better gauge on like how long they're actually taking me. So let's get into the final sprint of the night. Make it count and take care of yourselves. Maybe hydrate. Let's get it going, guys. 3, 2, 1, go! And that was our last sprint of the night, friends. I just did my Duolingo, so yay. Did that, checked that off the list. I'm going to show you just the page progress that we've done tonight. And then we're free. So real quick, we'll show you. Got to remember. Okay, good. I'm small. I don't know why it wants to go off center when I do that, but so we finished the toning of this page and this page. I might have a few things to touch up now that I'm looking at a couple different spots, but it just needs a little bit of a balance somewhere around here. And I have to put the text in, so usually that can help, and I just stop overthinking it. So I need to put the text in, otherwise this page is ready to go. And then I still have 2 pages of line art to work on as well. So didn't I get everything done? No. Have I made progress finally? Yes. Yes, we have. And we finally made the right kind of progress where like I am confident in moving forward and I don't have any more excuses. Like I've gotten so many other things done in my productive procrastinating that I have no excuse anymore. I just need to come here and do it. So we're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do it. Just not tonight. Tonight I'm almost too tired to go straight to bed. Like I feel like I need to decompress so I can turn my brain off properly. Let's see. Shana said, I watched all of the Kakuryou season 2 in subtitle, then I rewatched both seasons in dub. It depends on how invested I am, but I can usually watch sub or dub. Yes, I can usually do either, but if I am binging something, I do prefer to binge it all in the same language. Moto just called back on me like, you said you were moving? What? No. Maybe I'll give it a shot again. I can't remember where I left off, but I can't remember what I watched. It's worth starting from the beginning because it's just great. It's great. We love some Murdoch mysteries. And the time period it's set in, even though it's in Toronto, is perfect because it's set in like 1890 something, because we actually like cross over into the new century in season 5 or 6, which is the same time period that the Fox, Wolf and Hound novel is. So it's it's Toronto, not fake London, but because it's the same time period, I'm able to see some of the fashion and like hear some things going on to fact check and see if like that actually happened and if that makes sense to reference in my own book if it need be. So I've been enjoying it as part-time research, full-time entertainment. Bye, Thog. Hope you enjoy work to some sort of point. I mean, it's work, but maybe you can get some writing done. So have a good night. Hi, Orbital Rainbow. Is this Monty? That looks like a Monty icon. Did we learn how to change our names yet? Did we learn? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks, the drawing in the avatar or whatever we call it now looks like a Monty drawing. But just got done with a party, had to do battle with a 6-year-old because he kept trying to break into my room. Yes. I think it is Monty, but I could be totally wrong. I'm also tired, so. Actually got a few things done that sprint. Yay! Now back to comfy, cozy with Moto again. Yay. Thank you, FenX. I did pretty much log the time. The only kind of discrepancy is the fact that I'm doing it during sprints and then taking a break. And sometimes like I don't start back as quickly on a sprint. So my initial assumption was very, very wrong, but I am doing or like relearning a new process. So I thought the toning would be one of the shorter processes. And it's like that page, the second page, because it was a lot more detailed, was 3 sprints worth at least. So about an hour. An hour for just the tones, possibly. But if it's a simple page, usually I can get it done in like 30, 40 minutes. So it is, like I said, going to be something that I'm just going to have to monitor the time and track it a little bit better so I can better write down the goals. Because I wrote all of the, like, I should be at this page by this day in pencil because I knew it was not the case. As I erased what tomorrow's goal was. But I do at least have a better idea for it because the 2 chapters that I have blocked out, I just have to do line art and the toning and then throw the text on. So if I'm budgeting even 2 hours per page, that does give me it's twice as long as I hoped it would take, but it does give me a better estimate on time. Yeah, I'm gonna go crash. I'm gonna just finish up dinner for Terry because he wants seasoning and I didn't put any seasoning on my part of it. So we're gonna finish that up and then crash. The obnoxious neighbors are home. They're loud and they have their car lights shining right in my bedroom window. So annoying. Well, they won't be your neighbors for too long. Not with that attitude. But I hate when the lights are right in the window. Like, even if you have curtains, like, do they not? People should need to think of where they're at, but people are involved, so something's gonna go wrong. So I think technically the social parties are taking place in London. I've not decided on if I'm going to use a fake name because I'm the more that I'm doing in research, the more like real world references I'm making. But the estate that the main character lives on is, to my knowledge, not a real place, and that's the Blackwood estate. So using a general concept of London as the city for all the social parties might be the thing, since, like, I guess historically they all like gathered in the cities during the summer for the parties, and then like during the winter went back to their estates, supposedly, for the most part. So more research to be done, names to be decided, but London town. Pretty sure you crossed over to 1900, and I love the aesthetic of it. It's like a visual. It's very satisfying, and I don't know if all these like scientific discoveries were like, I've not done the research to see if all of these things actually happened in these years. Like, do I think they all came across Murdoch? No, but I love that little bit of like, this is how this technique to investigate fingerprints and security cameras was developed. Like, I love that, even if it's not real. I love that they put it in there, and like him meeting different historical figures or like famous authors is kind of fun too. So yeah, still good progress, but we're, I knew I would have to put in the work, and I think now just the more grasp I can get on it, the better. Maybe note if done while sprinting, and when not, you'll get a feel for your pattern for both. Yeah. Usually I'm a little bit faster with things when I'm not sprinting because I hyper focus. But like I said, if I know I'm gauging 2 hours per page instead of 30 minutes per page, then I can more realistically plan, because we do have to plan what we're doing to an extent. But I'll put on here, we did toning only, but there was some like line art corrections and stuff. So like there's It's not a one size fits all with these pages. Page 17 and 18. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I also maybe need to like make separate notes somewhere when I am trying to measure time, because I run out of space to write in these little squares if I'm doing like more than one thing. But that's a problem for a different day. For now, we are going to sign off and relax. All of us should go relax, take care of ourselves, hydrate. I've only drunk this much water since we started, guys, so if I've only drunk that much water, have you drunk enough water? Go get your hydration on, get yourselves ready for bed or work or whatever. But our time here is over for now. Next week, we're going to shoot for Wednesday. It might be a little bit shorter on Wednesday. I'm not sure, because I do have I'm working like a string of days in a row, and I might feel very antisocial. So I'm going to put it in the Discord chat, but it's going to be a soft plan. And then the following week, Thursday for sure, Creative Commons, and then we'll do a couple like work with me pop-ups and try those out. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and good night. I don't know what else to say. Midwestern goodbye. I'm just going to hit the button. You guys know how to do the things. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Take care of yourself.